Okay, yes, there we go. Let's see if if Facebook picked up the stream. Okay, picked it up. So let's start share. It picked up the stream, but I will. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, there you go. Okay, so how do I share? Okay, I'll have. Okay, let's refresh that. Let's refresh the page and just get that one working. Okay, so we're gonna be sharing this with a few groups and we will proceed. This is a bit of an interesting one. I was actually planning to do just a regular LCI draft. I probably should also check to see if they have a different format up. But this is probably gonna be the more interesting one, so I will most likely do this one, then see if I have time to do whatever they're doing for I think when I checked last night, there was no other premiere other than regular LCI. So okay, one last group, and here we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today, normally we would be doing a premiere draft at this time, but this one just came out of the blue. I actually did not notice this until yesterday, mostly because it was hidden under it was hidden under Lost Caverns of Ixalan Limited, so this did not show up. And yeah, we have premiere draft, traditional draft. Kind of want to check what our other limited formats are, because we have quick emblem. Yeah, that's it. There's only one premier draft format right now, which may not necessarily be a great thing, but we will get to try this one out. So this one is a speculation, has an emblem, and the emblem here is the Inner Sun emblem. So at the beginning of your end step, discover 5. So knowing that, pretty much the conceit of this event is that we're probably going to run about 2 or 3 lands, depending on what interaction we get. But for the most part, everything we're going to get is going to cost 5 or less. So for example, Belligerent is pretty fine. If we hit this turn 1, turn 2, then if we can land the creature with enough power, that's pretty good. Removal is also interesting as well, especially if you can get it. I think if I'm not mistaken, all the removal is below 5, so that is also a pretty good option. However, it's kind of awkward in turn 1. You'll need to land it in your hand, so you do want to have a few lands. I'm thinking we want to have at least 10. We'll definitely take the Belligerent here. I guess my other option, Cavern Stomper, unfortunately is a 6, so that's going to drop in value. Also, colors are not so important here. So Warscribe is quite good, although this is also, unfortunately, Quicksand Whirlpool becomes quite bad here. It's still playable. You do want to draw into this. Ray of Ruin is quite good. It's guaranteed removal if you can hit it at your end of turn, though it is still kind of expensive. If I were to go, I still have to pay attention to my colors, because you will be drawing these cards half the time. We'll take Ray of Ruin, see how it for now. Then let's see. Oh, this one's pretty good. Being able to discover twice is pretty nasty. There's also another Ray of Ruin which is probably a good one, but let's speculate on this. The Dawn Runner is fine, standard. A lot of the cheaper cards that used to be really great lose a lot of value, but they're still quite playable actually. It does mean that cards like Buried Treasure help out a bit as well. Ways to put cards back in. Self-Reflection, unfortunately, that's a pass. The Land Cyclers are quite good because although you're not going to be able to discover them, getting them into your hand so you can cycle them is a decent option. Like here, I don't see any really good options here. There's an Axe Jaw, which I guess we can get into it. I'm not sure if I want to land into this or green. This one guarantees that I can cycle to blue, but I think that is going to be a later pick. Hard to say. Glimpse the core. Yeah, we want to prioritize expensive cards first. But we also want to have ways to... Okay, Zoyowa's Justice definitely... Actually might be more playable now. Because while your opponent might be able to cycle into it again or something like that, it's... Okay, Tali's Tali's Favor loses a bit of value here. Jade Seed Stones loses quite a bit. Compass Gnome is kind of fine. Especially since we're kind of spread out here. We'll take the Favor for it. Because it's cheap enough that if we land a creature and we can dump that as well. It also means that we can play a lot more caves. Though in this case, Sunshot Militia not so great. I'm more likely to take Waylaying Pirates. There is the Explore deck, but we only have one Explore card. Out of Air kind of loses quite a bit of value here. Technically, it's fine, but we probably would see it again. We definitely want to hit some artifacts, so... Unfortunately, the artifact value is kind of a bit wonky. Freebooters fine. Forgotten Monument allows us to gives us an out. If we draft enough caves, it allows us to fix some of our colors. It's either that or Pirate Hat. I might just take the Pirate Hat for now. Still not quite sure where we want to be. Also note that it could go both ways, that you can just definitely taking the Compass Gnome. We definitely have enough artifacts that we want to start on that base. But that means we want to be on the lookout for caves. We can also take a Didact Echo. It draws us a card, which is fine, I guess. Cartographer's Companion, a little bit less so, same with Sage. Yeah, but we definitely want to start taking these Forgotten Monuments. Ways to adjust our mana is going to be quite important here. We'll see if the theory pans out. Daring Discovery, up to 3 target creatures can't block Discover 4, so a Discover 5 into a Discover 4 is not bad. Alternately, we can also just Island Cycle. And it is a cheap way. If we're not sure about hitting, going for Descend, that is probably one way around it. I could also just get greedy with the Discover, but this one is a big whiff if you hit it on the end of turn. Sure, you get the Discover 4, but that's the only value you're getting. I think we'll take this one. I'll take this one as a... I'll take this one, but I don't see a reason to play it quite yet. This one, likewise. Getting the whip. Interesting. Enigma Jewel. It's for crafting. This is really a constructed card. We don't have a copy of it, so it'd be nice to take this one here. But realistically, we want to hit a more impactful spell. Maybe even caves are good options here. I guess another chance is an option, like if we start cycling enough. Yeah, because this is only to activate abilities. I guess if we start cutting up, like it does allow us to help with equipping Pirate Hat and whatnot, or it doesn't help with Belligerent though. Yeah, this is a really poor pick. The Deep Cavern Bat might be the best option here, and I'm not really liking it. I guess Seeker is also an option. Right now, we are kind of splashing a bit of black. Yeah, I don't have a real reason to take this one. We'll take the Bat for now because we still haven't decided what... Okay, this one we're definitely taking. With enough mana, we're able to get stuff back, so If we get the jewel back, that's pretty good. Other options, cave crawlers, fine. So we haven't decided. We do like our red. We also want to hit some removal spells. Unlucky drop is gonna be quite good. Tiding Blade is also fine. It's a Geological Appraiser is also quite good as well. So I guess we'll probably take the Appraiser here. Discover into Discover is going to be a decent option, and we're going to see more Tiding Blades. We have to also keep an eye out for removal. Conservator, also a decent option. That might come back, so I'll take the Blade first. So not sure if we're... there's another Rare of Ruin. We're definitely taking that. Also have to keep an eye out on caves. Pit of Offerings is also a decent option here because a lot of people are going to be playing massive multicolored stuff. Ancestor's Aid's not an option. How many? We do have about 5 artifacts, so Wailing Pirates is pretty decent here. Gargantuan Leech, unfortunately, costs 8. We can take the Promising Vein here because everything else is not so great. There is a Malamet site, but yeah, we definitely... Nurturing Bristleback is fine, but I'm not too sure about this card anymore. An Ancestral Reminisce might be okay because we probably will start discarding cards, but for the time being, I guess staying Cave Crawler is fine. Having something deep that can block and something cheap enough that you can cast. We're probably going to go into the Descent deck here, but so cards like Another Chance would be fine. Fungal Fortitude versus Waterlogged Hulk. Not too sure between these two. Stupefaction's fine. Okay, as far as removal is concerned, it's just the 2 Ray of Echoes and the Tiding Blade, so not that great. Probably don't want to take Fungal Fortitude. Well, I don't. Because this is yet another vehicle. Yeah, I'll take it. Disruptor Wanderglyph is fine. Hotfoot Gnome is... yeah, this one's fine. I guess we can also take a Buried Treasure. Because this one gives us something to... This one gives us an Exile Discover. We'll probably run about 10 to 12 lands here. But we want to have some alternate options just in case. Not really running any of these, so we'll just sideboard that to complete the collection. Daring Discovery, Over the Edge might be better here because okay, fine, we'll take the Daring. We do have enough 2, 3, 4s to make this work. But yeah, we are missing out on... We do need to start getting a few more, prioritizing caves higher. Brass's Tunnel Grinder, discard and draw that many. Whenever you cast Discover, so it multiplies your Discover, which is a decent option. It's probably the only good option. I guess there's Itali's Favor. We can take Itali's Favor again. Mineshaft Spider, it's also... Mineshaft Spider is also good, but we have to decide which colors we... Technically, we can choose not to care about our colors. We can just have our lands go C'est La Vie here. If you descended... Because here, at least, yeah, I think this one's a good option because if there are any cards that we can't cast, so that means we definitely want Red Mane. Definitely want more creatures. So it's between Captain Storm and Ukbenbach. There is an Abrade also, which is a cheap removal spell that I would love to take. Idol of the King is also no option. Artifacts. We have 8 artifacts, so Captain Storm is okay. How many? We don't have that many pirates though, so it would only be self. There is Chart, of course, which is also an option. I really want to take the Braid, give us an additional removal. But there is a good chance that unless it's an artifact, it's going to miss a lot of the big stuff. We'll take Ukbenbach first. Yeah, we're missing all the big removal spells. There is a Rampaging Ceratops. This is actually pretty good for this one. If you don't have to cast it. Zoyoa, Lavatang. Hit the Mother Load, no. We'd never discover into that. Huatli's Final Strike is a good option though. There is a Hidden Nursery. Again, we only have 2 caves here. We kind of want to... I guess this is the time we start taking a few more caves. Because let's see, what's our options? Removal spell? At least this hits any target, so we can just ping our opponent if it comes to that. Vito's Inquisitor is an option. There are enough things that we can sacrifice to give us a big thing. You may descend if you descended his turn. Each opponent may. I guess we can take Zoyoa here. That's another cheap drop. We'll probably start cutting some of the blue cards though. There's a dead weight, which is it's actually fine even if it doesn't remove your opponent's threat. It shrinks it enough, I guess. But there's also Bartolome, which is really good if you can land it a bit. Also a Blood Rage Mycoid. It does require us to descend quite a bit, but we probably can. We just need more discard stuff. I think I'm willing to take the Mycoid. So we are definitely more black. We have quite a bit of blue here, but we definitely want to have ways of discarding. So it's between Ancestral Remembrance and Sahili's Lattice. We only have a few dinosaurs, so I'm more likely to take the Remembrance here. We did take 1 Island Cycler, so what are we more likely to need? I think we're more likely need swamps. We'll take a Swamp Cycler. I guess this is now a good time to take Hidden Necropolis. So we do have 3 caves. Not the greatest, but it's still an option. There's an Natali's Favor we can take. There's a Mineshaft Spider, which is also pretty decent. I think we'll take the Favor here. Hey, Arven Valdez, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, so since you're tuning in, we are doing a very strange draft format here. Now this is this is a spec. There is a thing to this draft. Yeah, I think we can take a Primordial Gnawer here. So I'll explain it once I'm done going through all of these weird stuff here. I guess we can take one of these. We're taking a lot of cards, and we're definitely not going to play all of them, but we will be playing a good number. We will be playing most of them because this is a quick draft with a weird speculation. So to show you how weird it is, we're going to actually cut quite a bit of... Yeah, so I guess... Let's, for safety, cut all the green cards. There are only 2 anyway. Gus. We can cut the Waterlogged Hulk. Though I guess this is a good this is a good way to descend, but we can probably find other ways to descend. This is probably gonna be low impact. The pirates are kind of fine. We have those 7 artifacts. These, I guess, are slightly cuttable. Okay, we'll probably cut the Pirate Hat also. And, okay, I'll leave it like this for now. This deck looks weird. And the reason this looks weird is because we have a special emblem for this draft. At the beginning of your end step, you discover 5. So discover means you exile cards from the top of your library. Until you exile a non-land card with that mana value, you can cast it for free. Or you can put it in hand if it's something that you don't need to cast right away. So we still have a decent mana curve, 2 trees, 4s, and whatnot. So this is actually more random than most. We are running a few extra lands as normal, than normal because we do kind of want to draw into some of these, but we still want to have we still want to be able to cast some spells off turn. So I'll just show. It's probably better to show than tell here. I'm probably going to have to make adjustments also to the. I'm probably gonna have to also make adjustments to the deck size as well, because we probably don't want all the cards here. Probably want some. There's also a good chance that barely anyone is playing this format because this one just showed up right out of the blue. I don't know how many people are playing this. Okay, there's someone playing. So, what are the odds that you'll be playing against the same person over and over again? Let's keep that in mind. So, opponent has taken a mulligan. I am willing to keep this. Opponent's taking another mulligan. Now there is another weird trick where what you can do instead is you can draft all the really expensive stuff. So let's see what our opponent discovers. So it's Holly's favor, but they have to draw into that. Yeah, we're definitely casting this. If we can hit our other land drops, it's fine. If not, it is what it is. Opponent lands into a Chupacabra Echo. It gets them a creature, but no real effect. We probably will also have to discard cards, which is kind of fine here, I guess. Get ourselves a free Discover Tree. Yeah, Buried Treasure is quite good here. And that allows us to actually cast our Compass Gnome. We'll go... We could also have cast some Zoyoa, but it wouldn't have really meant much. We will go for... Yeah, we'll go for red because we have a lot more red. It goes to the top. That's fine. Just draw 3, discard 1. So discard. We can discard one of these. We want to Swamp Cycle, so probably discard the Belligerent. I think I want to keep the... No, let's discard the Didactic Echo. That's 3 cards, right? 1, 2, 3. Definitely keep the land. Definitely keep that. I guess we can pitch both of these. Oh, do we need to discard 3 or discard 2? Oh wait, discard 1 card first. Then we discard again later. Okay, my bad. Then discard 2. Opponent is hitting their land drops. They also hit a Tunnel Grinder, which is quite good. They discover into an Eclipse, which will wipe our board. Oh no, they're not casting it? Okay, fine. I guess it makes sense. Then I guess I will just cycle this one to get my island out. Also a Brass's Tunnel Grinder. So what do we pitch here? We have... No, unfortunately that passed already. I think we can... No, we'll submit 0. We're not gonna... Okay, we do have to pitch 1. And we do want to hit 6, so we actually have to pitch a creature here. I think we actually pitched the Didactic Echo. We don't need to draw that much anymore. Opponent goes Dino-Automaton. Sure. And they hit a... Okay, the spider is actually annoying because we can't get past that. So I might just go for Itali's favor, see what we hit. Deep Cavern Bat, which is actually quite good because it allows us to steal. Let's see, do they have the swamp? They don't have the swamp. If they hit this, it's really bad because we lose to Malicious Eclipse, but this is probably worse. Blood Rage Mycoid's quite good here. If our opponent... Now, our opponent can go over the edge. No, they're going for Curator. Yeah, I figured Curator is a good get. I'm gonna see which one our opponent goes for. Probably the Mycoid. Yeah, they went for the Mycoid. Might of Ancestors. Enchantment. Yeah, they'll cast it. And Adaptive Gem Guard. And but we definitely hit our... So as long as we are able to cast these two, we should be able to go all the way here. We can return up to 2 creature cards. I guess we mill... I guess we take action mill 2. Yeah, the 2 lands are good, so now we can say take the Echo, take the Mycoid. I'm gonna offer the trade. To another Compass Gnome. This time we go for a cave. Unfortunately, our opponent does have the better opening. So do they hit the black mana? No, dead weight just to get that Tali's favor back, I guess, which is also annoying in itself. We can drop a Rampaging Ceratops, but we're gonna take a bit of a beating in between. Opponent going over the edge, hits 2 lands, so not too bad for us. What? Wait, what's your green spell? Malamet Veteran. Okay. Ugh. Might of Ancestors is a good drop though. I guess we can take the Didact Echo here and oh, into a Bitter Triumph. Yeah, that is one of the better spells that we wanted to hit. Opponent might discard this at this point. No, they're keeping it in hand. Let's see if our opponent gives us the Descent trigger. If not, it's free 2 damage. We'll take it. I guess we can also drop the Echo, but we're not blocking this anytime soon. Yeah, just drop this. Give ourselves a quick blocker. Next turn we go for... Next turn we start dumping this. Hey, Mantilla Razon, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Unfortunately, this has wards, but we can take this out because this is the more valuable card. Opponent got so much value out of it. I guess I can hold on to this and cast it to take it out, but we'll probably get around to it again. And this is attack trigger, so in a greedy freebooter, which actually makes perfect sense because you do want a few cheap drops. Opponent definitely keeping this for this, but yeah, unfortunately we did not have the 1 mana floating, so we would not have been Poison Dart Frog. Opponent had a very good... So I can activate this, get back with a finality counter. Our opponent removes it. This doesn't do much better. This one just nets us a card, but our opponent gets to kill it anyway. Yeah, I think we still do. Yeah, we still do this. Don't really have much in the way of options here. And I guess if our opponent's cautious, they... Yeah, but this one's getting us really good. Unless we are bound to get back to the Ray of Ruin eventually. Opponent can probably go... The opponent probably just goes Bitter Triumph, but that means they can't wipe this, so we're kind of fine with that. But yeah, we fell really hard because of the Curator Sun's creation. Well, into another Itali's favorite. That doesn't do us any favors either. Oh, they're putting it there. So the problem is we do have to... Okay, it was a 50-50. But yeah, we need to generate a blocker now. And I think our opponent just attacks with everything. So this one we have no choice. We have to block. We have to mass block this or we just die. But yeah, we don't have a... Yeah, we're dead either way. Oh. Very, this one's a bit unfortunate for us. I guess, what are the things that we could have adjusted? Well, we really went down hard on cards. I guess the things that we could change here are that we can definitely start cutting some lands down. Though I think another thing we can do is can cut some of the weaker creature spells, like some of the descent cards are awfully on the weak side, so I'm willing to cut those. Like say the Blood Rage Microid's an easy cut. Another chance we'll keep Zoyoa is kind of iffy. Belligerent is nice enough. I think we, though we don't exactly have that many 3-power creatures, so yeah, we have to actually hit one of the big ones, so it's actually a question mark in itself. So I might actually cut the Belligerent here. It was never good to begin with. Daring Discovery is probably cut as well. I'm still willing to keep the Compass Gnomes, though this is a bit awkward. It's awkward to cast this, and because you're gonna end up shuffling the land anyway. After all, I guess we can just cut both of them. Yeah, I guess we cut both of them. That gives us a leaner curve, fewer misses. I'm willing to keep the buried treasure though. Yeah, we're learning this one as we go along. Several things are interesting here at least. So for those who are tuning in, this is a different stipulation of draft. Basically, it's a draft, but you get a free 5, not a pure 5 drop, but you do get something free. We are missing red, but also interesting to note how aggro they are in okay, did not hit, but we can get close to hard casting this ourselves, so we're fine with that. Let's see what our opponent lands. Join the Dead. Okay, not bad. It's a removal spell right away. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely keep the Primordial Gnawer. I will definitely cycle this. I would prefer red mana, but Stupefaction, mill 2 cards. They kind of have to, or else oh, they're choosing to let it naturally drop. I guess we'll cycle and swamp cycle anyway. Opponent lands a minecart. Yeah, this is worth. It's nice if. Ray of Ruin, definitely put in hand. We do get to bin something. I say we can bin Zoyoa now. It's kind of low impact at this point. Goblin Tomb Raider. Yeah, this is where it gets off. Okay, we did hit our red mana. Now let's see if our opponent actually has a removal spell. If not, we end up getting to discover twice. So yeah, staying Cave Crawler is a good discovery. Well, not if our opponent chooses to find a way to remove this, like say crew this one, trade. Which I guess I'm fine with because we get to discover on the way out. Hiding Blade's a good option. And okay, this one's slightly awkward, but if our opponent does drop something on their own, we can do it ourselves. Well, they're just gonna draw cards. We likewise can do the same. They might have hit their own removal spell. This is sorcery speed, so I might just drop a ramp. I might just drop Rampaging Ceratops. Or we can just drop Ukbenbach. Hand. So a bit unfortunate that we drew both of our Ray of Ruin, but then again, that's the nice thing about Discover. We get to just hard cast it. Stinging Cave Crawler, so let's see what our opponent flips into. Visage of Dread. It's take an artifact or creature card, so these two are safe. I am probably just going to... Yeah, Ceratops is a good choice. Waylaying Pirates is a fine choice as well. Okay, that stays on top. Actually, that's a really bad one. Probably should put that on the... Oh no, we drew it, so that's correct. So opponent trades with that. I'm fine that way. Opponent goes down to Buried Treasures. Yeah, it does swing quite both ways. It really depends on the quality of creatures you put. I think our opponent went way too... Yeah, they went too low on the ground. It's generally not a great idea. Blood Rage Mycoid. Let's see what they hit off the top. Join the Dead, so they can wipe this. But we can pretty much clear this out. And leave that there. Oh, that's a bit awkward to leave up there anyway. Also, I probably should have done Deep Cavern back first, but heck, we'll take that. Finally got a good win off that one. That's pretty good. So this one's more chill, not really serious for us here. We're fine. So at least got our one win for the day. But we definitely... Because this is a quick draft style format, we definitely want to have 6 wins is close to break even. 5 is kind of okay. Yeah, this one's interesting because we can... Oh, if our opponent doesn't hit removal for this, we get to go off. 3D Freebooter into Rampaging Ceratops. Yeah, we're definitely... So we actually have the option to go Buried Treasure, but Waylaying Pirates doesn't quite pan out for that. So we're kind of relying on our Discover triggers to save us here. That will save us, for example. And Itali's favor for the back. Never mind, opponent concedes. Yeah. Well. Yeah, we got the more broken start. There is definitely a lot of luck involved, but you're unlike say Momir where you have barely have any control. The only control you have is when and what mana value you choose. Here you have more control over your deck construction, and that's probably the bigger detail, the more important detail. Actually, starting to see that there are a lot of players now, so it's quite interesting here. So I definitely want to keep this because we do have a lot of lands in hand. Axe Jaw's a pretty decent one. Itali's favor, you may not play these cards. It will go to hand. Yeah, let's pitch one. I could have pitched the land also. That wouldn't be a bad drop. Yeah, we can probably lose this one easily if we don't hit something good off Discover. The Itali's favor is admittedly a semi-punt here. Opponent. Ray of Ruin is fine, I guess. And I would rather draw that at Ali's favor than hit it, so let's leave it there. Ooh, that's nasty. So we can get Stinging Cave Crawler, but that doesn't really help us that much. Swamp Cycling, of course. When it has the full 5-color treatment. Tiding Blade is fine, though I suspect our opponent... Oh, they want to go for the Discover Tree. Join the Dead. Okay. Interesting turn of events. We are still taking damage, but we can at least drop Waylaying Pirates now. Do they... Everyone's drafting Curator. So we're kind of in trouble. Gonna be in real trouble here. They might abrade the Tiding Blade, or they might just hold on to it. Yeah, might hold on to it too. Ooh, the Gold Fury Strider is a bigger problem though. Hey, Jericho Elagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? So... I guess we can stay alive for the time being. Yeah, sure. I actually don't mind drawing lands here. But yeah, we unfortunately... So if you're tuning in, we are doing a Emblem style draft here. So this is a quick draft. But we do get an emblem where at the beginning of our end step, we discover 5. So lots of weirdness happening. I probably should have pointed the removal at this one, now that I think of it. Though our opponent did not go for the braid, so... Yeah, we're definitely taking. At least the creatures they're hitting are on the mid-level, so we're not too... Okay, that's actually quite bad. But yeah, we can probably concede this easily. Oh yeah, opponent has an abrade. I forgot. We can concede this one now. Yeah, we made the mistake of actually pointing the removal, not that one. This is really a must kill. The value of this card really jumps up really high. So yeah, good evening to... I guess I'm fine with doing this one again. It is... I usually spend for a premier draft. Let's see how far we go on this one quick. At least we now know that we do want to keep some... We do want to keep more removal. And a lot of the mid... And Itali's favor is good, but not if you... But it's kind of random. Sometimes you're able to land it when you have a creature, sometimes not. This one... I am willing to mull this one, sorry. Because I have no guarantee that I'm going to be able to cast this on turn 4. Or hit another cave for that matter. We don't have enough caves. We'll see. I'll try keeping this. I'm willing to do this again. Opponent with the early strats. Let's see if we can avoid hitting too many. Let's see if we can avoid hitting too many Italis. I'll take a Rampaging Ceratops. That will... Opponent has no intention of blocking. And the Chupacabra... Oh no, this is a Starving Revenant. This is different. Opponent still can't block this one though. So they're gonna take 3. We did hit our red after all. Do I want to block? Because this is 7 damage on the way in. Because if I attack, I deal 5, but I take 8 back, so 13 to 11. It depends on what I hit also. I guess the reason I want to... Oh wait, no, hold on. I don't want to attack here because there is that artifact. 5 damage to tap creature. That one can get really annoying. Yeah, so I kind of want our opponent to tap out a bit. As long as we're getting dinged lightly, we're fine. Opponent will cast the Archaeologist, probably get the Gem Guard back. So I can Itali's favor now. Okay, that's a good hit. Opponent will have to commit 3 creatures here. So... Waylaying Pirates, unfortunately, no artifact. Does give us enough blockers in hand, I suppose. So next turn, probably just for Blood Rage, Mycoid. Yeah, we'll just take the flying damage for now. Opponent hits another Adaptive Gem Guard. Thankfully, it's only sorcery speed only, so it's not that bad. So what I can... So I am going to swing with the Gnaw. I'm going to swing with the Gnawer first. Yes, I'm happy to make that trade. Because this one only discovers 3 and I want to discover 5. Oh, wow. Okay, we're hitting all our stuff. Opponent yes, I would consider sacking the Gem Guard at this point. And our opponent decides to discard or sacrifice. Okay, they're discarding, which makes perfect sense. Next turn, we can just drop Ukbenbach, number 1. Defossilize to return this back. How many do they keep? Also note that we can also choose to just say craft with creatures, start them draining them a bit. Because we are going to be taking 3 a turn, so having this setback, opponent wants to trade. I am okay trading this way. Yeah, they also have their buried treasure. Free scry, sure. So we have 6 mana. I can go Waylaying Pirates and hope just to stall out say the Scout for the time being. I can also say sacrifice this, then no, yeah, because this is crafted creature and trigger this one. Yeah, I don't have any other activate abilities though. I guess I can go for this, try to hit a 3-drop, but that's also not that great. I guess what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to crack this. Get myself a descent trigger. Deep Cavern Bat is semi-fine. This is the one I want more. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. Let's see what we get to take. Sculptor's Spine. We'll take. Opponent will probably sack the fungus. Oh no, they're just taking it. I guess it makes sense to take it. I can actually just block the Deep Lurker Bat. Echo of Dusk, because the 3/3 is annoying. Yeah, they're going for all them descent triggers. And unfortunate, yeah, they actually got the loop here, so I'm going for the discard as well. We'll take 4. We get to hit back. We get to hit back for 1, I guess. But they do get a lot of, yeah, Compass Gnome. Compass Gnome is better if you hit it off the discover, but it's though the triggers, that case the trigger was a bit awkward there. Okay, so we do get another Ray of Ruin. We definitely want to snipe. Unfortunate, as much as I want to snipe these, we definitely have to snipe this. Another chance, you may mill 2 cards. I don't really want to cast that. This one I'm willing to cast. Though it'll be a shame if... Okay, Geological Appraiser is good here. Into Natalie's favor, which we will put on the Deep Cavern Bat, I guess? Yeah, we'll put in the Deep Cavern Bat. Yeah, we did finally hit another chance. That one we put in hand. Huh, we drew a lot of our lands. Opponent does go for the spring-loaded. They did have a spring-loaded Saw Blades after all. Should have anticipated, I suppose. We're also probably going to, if we keep discovering and are not able to break the stalemate, we probably will lose as well. Like if I, but then what I can do is I can say, okay, opponent's going for massive blocks. No, not, he wants to make the token, so yeah, we have to take the 2. There's no way around it. So we can go another chance to and stem the bleeding with Waylaying Pirates. That's let's see, how many creatures does our opponent have? No, they're not tapping at all. Ooh, that they got the really good white stuff. The really good white cards. That's probably the color we really wanted to be in. We actually have a difficult choice here because, yeah, I definitely want to tap this. decline the mill. This will probably eat gem guard at least, so that takes care of that ground problem. Yeah, but I'm fine with that. They could do, okay, they're not committing the gem guard, they're committing that instead, which I'm fine with. At least we now have a flying blocker. And we now have, yeah, everything's in hand now. We have nothing to discover anymore. So this discover, knowing the cards in our hand, yeah, this discover doesn't do anything. It's pretty much all lands at this point. They have their own waylaying pirates as well. They have more cards too. Yeah, we did not get enough of a card advantage, unfortunately. God. How many waylaying pirates do they have? I think that's... Oh, there's their second one. Oops, my bad. Yeah, promising Feint doesn't help us at all. I guess we might as well cast this. Yeah, take that. Yeah, but knowing that we have nothing to... Yeah, we went to... Yeah, unfortunately we're not gonna win this one. Yeah, we can safely concede this one. This was a bit of a fun one, but yeah, Chimney gimmick makes for interesting battlecruiser matches. For the chimney for your spells, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I typed it up. Okay, I'll probably have to change that one. Yeah, that's a bit of a goof. Anyway, so yeah, this one, it's interesting. We did at least have a pretty good, decent long match, but this is probably a good one and done. I have no intention of playing this one a lot. It's cute. I kind of like it for what it is, but it's probably not that satisfying enough. Yeah, at least well, at least the game is kind of to give us a pity pack. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and what. I'll also take the pity Carnosaur. I'll also take the pity trumpet thing Carnosaur. That's fine too. And let's see, what else am I getting? Magmatic Galleon, yeah. It wasn't a really serious format, but I'm happy that I tried it out. Anyway, thanks to all those who tuned in. Arvin Valdez, Mantilla Razon, Jericho Ilagan. Yeah, this was a very... It is... I would say it's better than Omniscience, if you ask me. There was the Omniscience draft, the one where you got to cast almost everything, I think. I like this one a lot better. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.